The UN Human Rights Council in Geneva today adopted a US-sponsored resolution calling upon Sri Lanka to conduct a credible probe into alleged war crimes, particularly in the final phase of the 26-year war against the LTTE that ended in 2009. 25 countries in the Human Rights Council, including India, voted for the resolution. 13, including Pakistan, voted against it, and 8 abstained from voting. The resolution encourages Sri Lanka to implement a UN report on promoting reconciliation and accountability, calls upon Sri Lanka to conduct an independent and credible investigation into allegations of human rights violations, and calls upon Sri Lanka to implement recommendations made by the Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission, which was set up by Colombo. Despite the DMK's pressure to insist on a tougher resolution that would protect Sri Lanka's Tamil minority, India eventually moved no amendments in Geneva. The Tamil Tigers, led by Vellupillai Prabhakaran, had also committed serious human rights abuses in a decades-long terrorist campaign, assassinating tens of Sri Lankan leaders and even Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. But the resolution passed at Geneva focuses on the last 5 months of the war, when thousands of mainly Tamil civilians were trapped in a thin strip of land in the north of Sri Lanka as the Sri Lankan army and the remnants of the broken Tamil Tigers fought to the finish all round. A 2011 report commissioned by the UN said that artillery shelling by the Sri Lankan army caused the deaths of about 40,000 civilians at this time. The Sri Lankan government estimated last year that 9,000 people perished in those few months. The Sri Lankan government commissioned its own investigation into the war in 2011, and the Lessons Learned and Reconciliation Commission reported that the military did not deliberately attack civilians, though there had been some violations by troops at an individual level. Those findings have been discredited by trophy videos, apparently taken by soldiers, of executions and beatings of Tamil civilians. Recent photos show Prabhakaran's young son apparently sitting inside a military bunker before he was killed with 5 bullets to the chest. Bureau Report, DD News.